We are back with our second class of the day. Hello. This morning we talked about phrasal verbs, and now we are back to part 2 for vowel sounds. So, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Welcome to class. Welcome back to class. All right, we're going to get connected here on Instagram as well. Welcome back. Part 2, vowel sounds. Remember, last week we talked about vowel sounds with A, E, and I. And today we will be continuing. So welcome to our class. We are going to wait just a couple of minutes for people to join, but good to see everyone here in the class. Hello, hello, Rosa. Nice to see you. If you're here on Instagram, send me a bear emoji. Send me a bear emoji if you are connected and ready to learn about vowel sound pronunciation in English. Okay. Hello, Julia Colombia. Pilar from Peru. Hello. Nice to see you. Daisy, welcome back. Good to see you here in class again. Lenita, back for round 2. David, hello. Nice to see you. Erica, hello, hello. Eileen Raz, welcome back to class. All right, Gustavo, welcome back as well. Good to see you. Hussein is here with us. All right, do I have any friends on LinkedIn? All right, I see quite a few people here on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. But what about LinkedIn? Where are all my friends here on LinkedIn? Okay, Juliet, very good. Send me a bear in the comments if you are connected to today's class. Sebastian, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm happy to be here with all of you. Remember, this is a 100% English class. Our second class on Mondays are always 100% in English, but don't worry. This is a good opportunity to listen to lots of English, and today to practice your pronunciation. Luvian on LinkedIn. Hello, nice to see you. Francia, thank you for joining us all the way from Chile. We've got some bears here in the comments. Excellent. Julia, I'm glad you are excited for this class. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited to be here. So remember, before I start, if you need more information, we're here to learn, but if you need more information or if you want to take more classes with native English speaking teachers, don't forget, you can send the word profe here in the comments, Profe in the comments for more information. So just let me know. Just a second here. So if you need more information about pricing or about our special deals we have going on, for example, 2 for 1, send the word profe for more information. Okay, Karina, hello, welcome. Lavia Khalifa on LinkedIn. Hello, nice to see you. Okay, and remember, my name is Maritza. And we are going to talk about part 2, vowel sounds. If you missed part 1, it's on our social media, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, from last week. Last Monday, we talked about part 1. So today, we will continue with part 2. And remember, if you don't know your current English level, if you're sitting here thinking, what is my level of English? Okay, you can take a free test with Open English. All you have to do is send the word test, T-E-S-T, for more information, Easy for me to say. All right, let me see here. All right, I think we've got lots of people connected. Yes, this is our second class today. This will be all in English. Okay, let me see here. So I'm going to add my presentation so we can all see here as we continue with vowel sounds. All right. So remember, one big component of pronunciation in English that I think is very tricky for people, very difficult for people, is really understanding the different vowel sounds in English. Okay. So remember that we have 5 letters that make up about 16 sounds in English. 16 different sounds. So while in our native languages, maybe you speak Spanish, we have 5 vowel sounds, 5 vowels or 5 vowel sounds. In English, we have 5 vowels with 16 different sounds. So today we are going to talk about the O, the U, and the Y, and a special sound that is very important called the schwa sound. The schwa sound. Okay, so don't forget to stay till the end to talk about this very important schwa sound. So I think a couple of people were asking me last week, like, what about the O? What about the U? What about the Y? And we're going to talk about those sounds. So our first sound, our first vowel sound today is the O, the vowel O. So tell me in the comments, what are some words in English that have the letter O? Okay, let me see here. What are some words in English that have this letter O, this vowel O? And while you guys send your answers in the comments. I'm going to talk about the 2 O sounds in English. Okay, number 1, we have the short O. We have the short O. So, for example, the word rob, rob, which is another word like steal, rob. This is a short O. So this is more of a sound, short O, rob, or cob, or jog, or log. This is the short O sound. It's more of a kind of a long Spanish A, I would say, if you speak Spanish. Okay. La vida Khalifa, word. Word is a good one. Word is another one. Cop. Cop is a good short O sound. Very good. May Montaner 15. Excellent. We also have the long O sound. The long O sound. For example, robe, robe. So remember that those long vowels in English sound more like the actual letter. So it sounds more like we're pronouncing O, robe, rope, or joke. So we have these different words as well. Job, very good. Lots of O, words with O. Rock coming in. So rock would be more like a short O sound. Great job, everyone. Root, root. So that double O almost sounds like a Spanish U, root, root. Very good. Excellent job, guys. All right, Lucia, welcome on Facebook, just in time for part 2 for vowel sounds. Okay. Many Handmade, this morning I was doing a lot of translating, but today in our second class, we have lots of countries that are connected to this class, and not everyone speaks Spanish. So the second class of the day is 100% in English, but that will also give you a chance to listen to English, Medi Handmade. So that is why. Okay, room, very good, excellent. So, O sounds, very important to understand these different O sounds. So, like rob or job. This is a really common difficulty I hear with Spanish speakers. They say, my job, but we want to say the O like an sound, job, job. Okay, so practice with me. Even though we can't hear each other, I hope you are practicing. Or robe, robe. And actually, we learned last week about the magic E, magic E. So if you missed last week's class, go find it on our Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube or LinkedIn pages. But if we have the word rob and we add an E, it changes the vowel sound. So rob, robe. Okay, so don't forget about that magic E. Okay, very good, Juliet. Rotate, rotate. So that is more of a long O sound. Great job. All right, let's talk about the vowel U. U. It sounds like the pronoun you. I'll speak a little Spanish, just one, like two in Spanish. So you. That is our next vowel sound. Okay, so we have the short U and the long U. Okay, so just like the O, we have two vowel sounds. The short U, the short U is going to sound a little more like Once again, it's still the kind of the For example, cub, cub, a baby bear. A baby bear is a cub, cub. So we don't want to say, the little baby bear is a coob. That's number 1, not a word in English, and number 2, not said with the, short U sound. Okay, Pablo Velázquez says, ¿Cómo se dice inglés? English? English? Inglés? English? Okay, so short U sound, cub, cub. Long U, remember, it's going to sound like the vowel letter. So, Lenita, that's a great example. May Montaner, excellent examples here with the letter U. So, long U with that magic E would be cube, cube. All right, so cub, cub, baby bear, cube, cube. It's like a shape, cube. Okay, let me see. Eulalia Vargas, how many times a week is this class? We have classes every day of the week. Today we had 2 classes, but we are here live every day at 11 a.m. Eastern or Central time, Eastern time. I always get confused, but activate your notifications on all of our different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. If you guys activate your notifications, it will tell you when we are here live. Okay. So cup is a good word. So cup, cute, cut. I think that's another tricky one. The difference between so cut, or cute. Like a little baby puppy is so cute, cute. So these are different words. Like I cut my finger. My dog is cute. They're quite different, even though they're spelled almost the same. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are here talking about part 2 for vowel sounds. Okay, let me see. We have a question for Mahasia 2. A question, what level of English is this? This is more beginner. We're talking about vowel sounds, pronunciation. If you want to improve your pronunciation in English, it is super important, very vital to practice different vowel sounds, different vowel sounds. So remember, vowel sounds are the basic building blocks for improving your pronunciation. So this would be more of a beginner class. Okay, so let's move on to our next vowel sound, and that is the Y sound. Okay, first of all, the Y in English is a consonant. It's a consonant. It is not a vowel. Okay, so just had to point that out. Uh, Technically, the Y in English is a consonant. So, what different words do you know that have a Y in them? Send your comments. Send your comments with words with Y. I'm going to drink a sip of water. Okay, so it's a consonant. However, it can be used to make vowel sounds, to make vowel sounds. All right. So let me explain that here quickly for you guys. So the Y in different words, we have a short I sound, a long E sound, and a long I sound. So let's listen to some examples. Okay, so a short I sound would be like gym, eh, gym, or myth, 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 or system. That is a short I sound. And my dogs, I don't know what vowel sound they're making, but they're loud. So short I like gym, myth, system. The long E sound would be like happy, merry. Just saw an example, Aisile F11, lucky, lucky, that's a long E sound. Or Himenatak, any. So, May Martina had the same example, very good. So we have these different sounds with the Y, which is like a consonant. Exactly, Juliet. Gym is another one with that short I sound. Short I. Okay, yacht, Richard. Very good. Yacht. Yesterday, Flavia. Very good. Yesterday. We want to be careful with this Y sound, especially for Spanish speakers that we're not pronouncing it like J, J. We want the Y sound to come from the back of our throat if it is a true Y sound. So yesterday, yesterday. KM10 credit, tiny, very good. So tiny, that is a long long E sound. Excellent. Okay, yes. So happy, busy, long E sounds. And our long I sound would be like fly, cry. Okay. So these are different Y sounds that they sound like different vowels. So they sound like an E in English. They sound like an I in English, but we're actually using a Y. Very strange. English is quite strange. I will be the first to say that. Okay, Luis Fago, yes, yacht, yacht. It's weird spelling. The CH in the word yacht is kind of weird as well. Christian Silva, very good. Easy, easy. That is the kind of long E sound in English, but it's a Y. Okay, very good. Lay, fly, these are all buy. Excellent. These are all great examples. Cozy. I love that word. Cozy. Excellent. All right. So I said that English doesn't always make sense. Pronunciation can be tricky. And I'm about to show you why. So uh, tell me in the comments, send me a blue heart if you have heard of the schwa sound. If you have heard of the schwa sound in English, let me know. Send me a blue heart if you know what the schwa sound is in English. All right. Looking at your comments here. Schwa, schwa. Anyone? The schwa sound. So I will briefly explain that the schwa sound from a blue heart. Okay, Lenita has heard about the schwa. I thought you probably did, Lenita. All right. Anyone else? Uh, Send me a blue heart if you know what schwa is. So the schwa sound is actually probably one of the most important, confusing, and widely used vowel or sounds in English. So this sound can actually replace any vowel. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The schwa sound, schwa, can actually replace the sound of any vowel. So we talked about, okay, the O sounds like O or it sounds like ah. The schwa sound is kind of like an uh. So practice with me. It's a very strange but basic sound. Uh, schwa. It's the sound. So let's listen to some examples. So we have the word vanilla. Vanilla. At the end, we don't say vanilla. We don't say vanilla or vanilla. We say vanilla. Vanilla. Va, vanilla. Okay. I think a lot of people would be tempted to say vanilla, but we want to say va, with that schwa. So the schwa often replaces, um, uh, depends on the emphasis of the word. It replaces usually the second vowel of the word. Usually the second vowel of the word. That's another important thing to keep in mind. Okay, I got a question. As car, so car just has one syllable and one vowel sound. So we really wouldn't technically use the schwa for the word car. That's a good question though. They're mainly for words with more than one syllable. So va, nil, three syllables, so that final vowel sound will be the schwa sound, vanilla, vanilla. So practice saying these words with me here. Okay, very good, Flavia. So vacation, that's another kind of schwa word there. Okay, or with the letter E, the vowel E, instead of saying celebrate or celebrate, we say cella, that second E there. Celebrate, celebrate. I'm going to celebrate my birthday on Tuesday, for example. Cella. Remember that schwa sound is from the back of your throat. You're going to open your throat and just like kind of uh, celebrate, vanilla, uh. Or it can replace the I vowel. For example, we don't want to say precedent. Sometimes it's confusing because what we're reading isn't necessarily what the pronunciation actually is. That's the tricky part with English pronunciation. Okay, let me see. It's difficult for me to pronounce the word quote, qua, quote, quote. Okay, quote. So back to the schwa I sound. President, president. That is definitely going to help you sound a little more like a native speaker using that schwa sound. President, president. The president of the United States is Joe Biden, for example. Okay, president. Or I can replace the O sound. O sound. So instead of saying condition, we say condition, condition. I have a strange skin condition. We got that schwa, condition sound again. Or this one is really common. I think I saw Richard, maybe it was Richard. Yes, Richard said the word circus. This is another example for schwa or campus. Campus. I hear a lot of people say campus, or circus. We want to say circus, that sound. Schwa is all about the replacing the vowels, the second vowels usually with an sound. Campus, campus. I lived on campus when I went to college. I'm going to the circus, the circus. We don't want to say circus, circus. All right, I saw a question here. Um, okay, El Viejón, two, uh, 2023. How do you say world? World. What? World. World. It's definitely from the back of your throat. World. World. That's a tricky one, I know. I'll have to do a reels about those words. World. All right. So just remember that this schwa sound is actually one of the most common vowel sounds in English, as it can replace any vowel. So it gets tricky, and unfortunately, there isn't a really good rule. So when do we use schwa? For what words do I use schwa? We don't have any exact rules. Unfortunately, we don't have exact rules. My suggestion would be looking up different lists or starting with the letter A schwa sounds and really looking at what words kind of kind of fall into that schwa category. is there's no set rule for, which ones, um, are they're used with, which words they're used with in English. But once you start listening to more English, you'll be able to pick up, these different kind of tips or you'll be able to hear them more easily. For example, I just use schwa. So when I say, for example, with my accent and schwa, I say fur, so like kind of that back for example, instead of for example. When I naturally speak, I use lots of schwa. I think that is another reason it can be difficult to listen to native English speakers because of all of this schwa sound. It helps us to speak faster and we change these vowel sounds. So it can be difficult, I know, but it's not impossible, not impossible. So let's quickly repeat these words as we end our lesson today together. So repeat after me. Vanilla, vanilla, schwa, schwa, vanilla. Okay, number 2, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Are you practicing there? Send me an emoji of a carrot if you are practicing here with me, your pronunciation. Send me a carrot emoji. Celebrate, celebrate. Okay. Next word, third word, president, president. We don't want to say president. We want to say pres, schwa, dent, president. Or condition. We don't want to say condition. We want to say condition, condition, condition. Practice with me. All right, Kurahan, you made it back. All right, RG9914 sent a carrot. You are practicing with me. I love it. Okay, even if you are the only one, nice job. So, oh, Eulelia Vargas is also practicing. She sent her carrot emoji here. She is practicing with us, and Emily as well. Excellent, great job. And our last one, or second to last one, condition. Okay, Claudia, excellent. Juliet, wonderful. KM Tan, pretty. All right, lots of carrot emojis now. We are practicing together. Exactly, Korahan. Condition, condition. And our last one, campus, campus. We don't want to say campus, campus. We want to say campus. Okay, we've got that schwa sound for the U vowel. Okay, profession. That's another good schwa example. We don't say profession, we say profession, profession. Okay, excellent. Lenita, that's okay. The carrot, it was a little random to send out. It can take longer to find the carrot on your keyboard when you should be practicing your pronunciation. All right, guys. Well, that concludes vowel sounds. So remember, if you want to see part 1, we have it in our Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and on Instagram. Vowel sounds are very, 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 very important to practice. Belkis, nice job over on LinkedIn. Karina, excellent. Okay, remember that vowel sounds are really important to practice and that schwa sound if you want to improve your pronunciation. But, but if you pronounce certain words thinking about vowel sounds in your own language, that's okay. That's okay. Uh, if you say president, I'm probably going to understand you. Okay, so it's not terrible. But if you want to sound like a native speaker, the schwa sound and learning those differences in vowel sounds are important. So, everyone, thank you for joining. Remember, if you want more information about how to start with Open English, about prices, about anything you need to know regarding Open English, send the word profe, Profe, in the comments. Profe in the comments for more information about our course. To take our free leveling test, send the word test, TEST, T-E-S-T in the comments so um, we can get that information out to you guys as well. Okay, everyone. So thank you, Juliet. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys all enjoyed this class. Send me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the class. Chopper Fabian loves my dog. She's noisy. I love her too, but she's really loud. So everyone, we will be back here. Teacher Chris will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Colombia time, 10 a.m. Mexico time. Uh, that would be 1 p.m. Argentina time, I believe. So activate your notifications so you don't miss any of our classes. And don't forget, if you want more classes, Open English has the platform available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So Jason, Flavia, Hilda, Dina, Juliet, Corahan, Brenda, thank you all for the thumbs up love. Amiri Pole, thank you. Great job, everyone. And we will see you guys later. Take care. Have a good